A ceasefire between Israel and Hamas was announced on January 15, 2025. This agreement aimed to end the grueling 15-month war that has ravaged the region. However, the Israeli cabinet's approval was delayed. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu cited a last-minute dispute with Hamas as the reason. His office accused Hamas of backtracking on parts of the agreement. They claim Hamas is seeking further concessions. Hamas has denied these accusations. They maintain their commitment to the agreed-upon terms. This standoff has created uncertainty and anxiety. The people of Gaza, who have endured over a year of conflict, are left in limbo. The delay also highlights the fragility of the situation. The delay has also exposed divisions within Netanyahu's coalition government. Some far-right members vehemently oppose the deal. They view any concession to Hamas as a sign of weakness. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has even threatened to resign. He believes the ceasefire undermines Israel's security interests. This internal political struggle further complicates the situation. It raises questions about the stability of Netanyahu's government. The delay underscores the challenges in reaching a lasting peace. It also emphasizes the deep divisions that exist within Israeli society. The ceasefire agreement outlines several key terms. A phased release of hostages held by Hamas is central to the deal. In exchange, Israel will release Palestinian prisoners. The first phase involves the release of 33 hostages over a 6-week period. This includes civilians and some soldiers captured during the war. The agreement also stipulates a phased withdrawal of Israeli forces from certain areas of Gaza. This will allow hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians to return to their homes. It will also facilitate the delivery of much-needed humanitarian aid. The second phase of the agreement will address the remaining hostages. This second phase will involve negotiations over the remaining hostages, including male soldiers. Hamas is demanding a lasting ceasefire and a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza in exchange for their release. Israel, on the other hand, insists on continuing operations until Hamas is dismantled. They also seek to maintain security control over Gaza. These conflicting demands highlight the difficulty in achieving a lasting peace. Both sides have fundamental disagreements over the future of Gaza. These deep-rooted differences will continue to pose obstacles to a lasting solution. The 15-month war has had a devastating impact on both Israelis and Palestinians. The conflict began on October 7, 2023, with a cross-border attack by Hamas. This attack resulted in the deaths of approximately 1,200 Israelis and the capture of 250 hostages. The ensuing conflict has claimed the lives of over 46,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza health officials. Women and children account for over half of the casualties. The war has also displaced nearly 90% of Gaza's 2.3 million population. These displaced individuals are living in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Gaza's infrastructure has been severely damaged. Hospitals, schools, and homes have been reduced to rubble. The healthcare system is overwhelmed, and access to basic necessities like food, water, and medicine is severely limited. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is dire. In Israel, the war has taken a psychological toll on the population. The constant threat of rocket attacks and the fear of terrorism have left many traumatized. The economic impact of the war has also been significant, with tourism and investment declining. Section 4. International reactions to the ceasefire. The announcement of the ceasefire was met with relief from the international community. World leaders expressed hope for lasting peace. However, the delay in its implementation has raised concerns. Both the Biden administration and the incoming Trump team have claimed credit for the breakthrough. This highlights the geopolitical stakes involved. The United States, as Israel's closest ally, has been deeply involved in the peace process. The change in administration adds complexity. It remains to be seen how the Trump administration will approach the conflict. The European Union has also been actively involved in trying to broker a ceasefire. They have provided humanitarian aid to Gaza and called for a peaceful resolution. Egypt and Jordan have also played a role in mediating. The international community has condemned the civilian casualties. There have been calls for an independent investigation into potential war crimes. The United Nations has expressed concern about the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Section 5. Uncertainties and challenges ahead. While the ceasefire offers hope, significant uncertainties remain. Future governance of Gaza is a major contention point. Hamas, though weakened, remains powerful. They have regrouped, suggesting potential renewed insurgency. Israel is reluctant to relinquish border control. They argue it's necessary to prevent Hamas from rearming. A long-term political solution is needed. Reconstruction of Gaza is a daunting challenge. The scale of destruction is immense. International community has pledged assistance. Ongoing instability casts a shadow over efforts. The ceasefire is a fragile step towards peace. Its success hinges on both sides making concessions.